Hey everybody, it's Amy with My Heart Creative, and today we're going to be talking about Meh Dais. And Meh Dais is just a carrier like this to wear your baby. Has two long straps for the shoulders and two short straps for the waist. Going to be getting into this here in just a little bit with a live baby on a live video. So please keep in mind that this could go crazy. So I appreciate your grace and understanding as I try to answer your questions, demonstrate, and give you a lot of information about Meh Dais. So with that being said, on the live video, if you have a question or want to make a comment or anything, please do that during the video. Also, if you watch this later and you see some comments or have a question, feel free to shoot it to us and we'll try to answer. One other thing I want to say before we start wearing is I just wanted to point out these beautiful paintings behind me. These are from Brandy Downham. She's an artist and we posted a lot about her, but you should check out her art. She's great. So this is our beautiful backgrounds thanks to Brandy. So I just want to show you a few things about our Meh Dai before I put it on my body. And so I'm just going to show you, this is the Meh Dai I've been wearing quite a bit, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but live baby in the studio. It's pretty floppy. I've washed it quite a few times, and then this is a new Meh Dai. So see how this is round in a ball like this. One of the things when I first started wearing the Meh Dai versus our ring sling that I did not like is how it takes up space in your bag. However, because the ring sling can be made quite tiny in a diaper bag, which is so great. Once this is washed and worn a bit though, it really does compress and gets like really floppy and nice. So it changes in size, still a little bit more space in the diaper bag or your purse than ring sling, but I just wanted to show you that it does get much different, and I love it so much as it gets used. And then I wanted to open up the new one and just show you also a little bit about how linen, this is going to be the case for our ring slings too, but the linen is just a little stiff and rigid in the very beginning. It's beautiful linen, and you know it's great linen because it wrinkles in time. Look at me, I'm sure I look so funny in this video, but I wanted you to see how nice and how these two different straps just lay completely different on me as you're wearing them and using your Meh Dai. So keep that in mind when you first get it. I felt like it was a little bulky, especially because I was used to I love our ring sling, and so I felt not as comfortable because of the stiffness, but as I wore it more and more, I became very comfortable. So there's that. Another really important part about our Meh Dai is we've designed two different cinches on this so that it can fit more babies earlier and longer for you. And my baby's over there smiling at me. She likes this video. Okay. So this bottom cinch is to control the width of the panel right here for when you have a smaller baby. So with Madeline in the very beginning, I would tie this all the way small because the width of her hips were only so wide. So when you're ready to cinch this up, this cinch needs to happen before you wear it on your body. So instead of pulling it like this, you actually want to tie it. I'm hoping you guys can see this. You want to tie it once and then do the cinching, okay, to whatever desired width to fit. You want the base of the carrier to go knee to knee on the baby. So if your baby's very small, you'll cinch it up like this, and it's just one tie, and then it's going into, you can do a bow here. So the other ties that I'm going to teach you are going to be double knots, but this will just be one tie. And then we have a cinch at the top. So for now, since Madeline, she's about 4.5 months, I'm just going to bring it in just a little bit. She's grown quite a bit, and all babies grow different. she's growing faster than my son. And then this top cinch, you can do it while you're wearing your baby, but I did want to show it to you, point it out. I'm probably not going to use it much today. I use this top cinch when Madeline gets really sleepy, if I've worn her for a while. And let's say it's, you know, I have the carrier on me and it's a little loose, and she falls asleep and just gets positioned where I feel like I need to hold her head. Hi, Lindy. Lindy's from Green Bambino. Good to have you. Good friend. So, okay. So when you want to use a cinch, if they're, you know, if you just feel like your head is a little floppy. And hi, Brittany. So you'll just tighten this a little bit and then do a little tile. And it's just a really small adjustment, but I think it's really great. And as they get bigger, this could even act a little bit of like a pillow. But okay, so there's that. And I've got the bottom tied. So I'm going to show you first some back carries. I'm gonna show you two different ways. The first way is like a scoot around the back and also scoot off. I'll show you how to take it off. And Brittany asked, what detergent, fabrics, and fabric softener to use? That's a really good question, and answers, I mean, and totally relates to the floppiness, I feel like, and the fact that, yes, wash your carriers. What I do is I wash them in whatever I'm washing your clothes with. So for both of my kiddos, when they were first born, I use like a baby friendly, I use Draft because it has less for sensitive skin, just in case, and all my kids have very sensitive skin. I have to use like special lotions and stuff. So I use that in the beginning, and then once I do a load of just like with regular detergent, and everything is good, then that's what we kind of shift away from Dress, because I do all of our family's laundry together. And then that's what once I feel like good about clothing and a regular detergent, then I switch that in the carrier. So just the only thing that I would say is do not use a fabric softener. You know, this to me comes down to the personal taste some, but there is a grippiness to the fabric that is really great for baby wearing. You want your baby to kind of be held by the fabric, not just by the tying. And so if you get it too soft, sometimes you lose some of the grippiness. So I would advise not to use a fabric softener, and I would also say to line dry it. So if you're one of those people that are like, I just want it as soft as possible, you do what you need to do with your carrier, but you can even dry it. I have one of my best friends, she's dried all of her ring slings and loves it that way, but I advise not to do that. It will shrink a little bit, and then also I feel like it just gets too soft. So basic detergent, whatever you're doing with your child or family at the time, and then try to line dry. I hope that answers your question, Brittany. And hi, Lacey. Okay, so I'm going to show you, like I said, a way to scoot your baby around to the back. And I should also mention that when you are first wearing your baby in the Meh Dai, especially when they're really little, you'll probably just be doing the front. And so you definitely won't, even though I'm going to do the front carry at the end just because I feel like then I can keep following it for a little while. But we're kind of going backwards. Bethany, sorry, not Lacey. Oh, Leslie's there. Sam is trying to hold the baby and tell me who's in the room. So, hi guys. Anyways, so kind of forgot where I was. But yeah, so starting out with the tummy to tummy when they're real little, but I'm going to jump onto the back for now. So, this was also, I should say, there's a label on the carrier. You want to bring it to you and let the rest of the carrier fall down. You're going to tie the short straps, that's the waist straps there, and you're going to bring it high on your waist and tie it behind you. So for this scoot, I'm actually not going to tie it super tight, just tight enough, but where I can still shift it around my body. But with Madeline, I started wearing her on the back, I think it was around 3 months, and she just got her head and neck control really fast, and I attribute a lot of that to Babywearing because it gives them the opportunity, when you're wearing them, they get to move around versus laying down, you know, flat. They get to be up and have the ability to wiggle a little. And so anyways, she had control of her neck and head a lot faster. So we started doing the back, but I didn't do the hip scoot at first. So in the beginning, I will show you how I wore her next. But now she's like has great control, and I feel like she's strong enough now to do a little bit of scooting with me. So I'm going to tie this on and then just kind of shift it off to the side a little bit. And then now I'm going to get Madeline from Sam. Okay. So first you put your carrier on, and then you bring your baby to your body. Okay. So I'm just going to hold her where I'm wanting her to go on my body, and for now I'm just going to hold her off to the side. I'm going to bring the carrier up between her legs, and then throw the straps over the shoulders. And I have a mirror off to my side so I can cheat a little. But I'm also going to kind of help her get into a seated position there, rotating her hips. So to do this scoot, I'm going to leave one strap right here, and the other strap I'm going to kind of tuck it underneath my arm for a minute until I can grab it like this. I'm also checking that the strap isn't too twisted back there. Okay. And now I've got a hold of both of my straps. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of hold them out to the side. So you can see I've got Madeline nice and secure right here. But I'm going to start to shift her. And I'm going to hold them a little tighter. And then I'm going to reach over and let her go to my back. And then continue to shift. There we go. And then now you can see I just need to grab this last strap over here. And then we're doing pretty good. Okay. So now she's on my back. And I'm just going to use my other hand to kind of bring her up a little higher. You can see her on this side. And then I'm going to pull both straps kind of up and lean over a little bit so she can get nice and high there. And one last little bump up. Okay, so there she's on my back. I'm going to bring both of the shoulder straps behind me. We're going to go over her legs first. Twist. Then under. And then that is how you get her on the back. So she's back there. I'm going to do a quick little tie off on my waist so I can show you. And then I would just get that, if you were going to stay like this for a while, I would get that waistband and I would just get it a little tighter. So there we are. She's on my back. You can see, she can see out, she can move her head around. A lot of times, so when you're first wearing your baby, when you first get them in the carrier, they might be like, what are you doing, Mom? Like a little bit like this. So, you know, pat their hiney. Movement is the best way to get a baby comfy in a carrier. Also lifting up their legs a little bit, making sure their hips are, their hips are turned into a comfy seated position. A little bit of, I sometimes even like do a little humming if we're desperate and we're walking around and she's a little fussy, I'll, you know, do a little hum. But that's the back. So now let's take her off with this same scooting method. This is kind of like you're on your own. When you're taking your baby out of the Meh Dai, whether it's on the front or the back, you always take the shoulder straps off first. So I'm releasing them. She's still nice and secure. And then I'm letting it bring them out of her legs still. So at this point, I'm kind of holding her with my armpits, and then I'm just now holding the straps. So this is what's holding her in there, holding these straps. So now to scoot her off, I just want to kind of scoot her to the side a little bit, and then bring this strap underneath, and then I scoot her a little bit more, and then when I feel comfortable that I can hold her here, I use the other arm, and then that's about it. So that takes a lot of work, I feel like, sometimes, to do the scooting method. I actually thought that that was going to be my favorite way to wear her on my back. It's a great way when you're out by yourself. But I actually prefer the Superman method more, and I will show that in just a minute. It's a little faster, I feel like. But I will say too, when you, this one, you know, I still need to have my baby laying down while I'm tying it around my waist. So when you're out somewhere, like yesterday I was in a shop in Oklahoma City, and they had like a fluffy rug, so I just laid my baby blanket down, laid my baby there, tied it, and then picked her up. So I'm gonna have Sam hold her for just a minute, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do like the Superman way. Oh, we have someone here from Abu Dhabi. Great. Welcome, Chris. So, let's do that. Let's do the other way. So Sam's gonna hold her for just a minute. I'm going to take it off. And there's another way you can take your baby off, like if you're at home, you can use a bed or the back seat of a car, and I will see if I can just demonstrate that a little bit with this time. So, okay. Same start, well, similar start. I'm going to take that label and I'm going to put it to my body like this, but instead of being on my front and shifting off to the side like we did for the scoop method, I'm actually going to put it on my back. So in the instructions that we give you, I a lot of times mention the pocket should be to your body. So when the pocket can touch my legs, that's how I know it's the right way, and then we want the baby right here, but we want to then take that label and touch it to our body. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the back here. And at this point too, I want to say that we have a new group. It's called My Heart Creative Up Close. And I had some moms asking, can you show us how you're back carrying? Because Madeline's so small, can you show us what you're doing? And so I quickly, like literally Sam and I were going somewhere that night, and I just really quickly made a video and posted it in there. So that group is really great for quick communications with you guys. I'm going to do a little sucking in this time and tie it nice and tight before I get Madeline. But you can see I'm also tying it kind of high on myself. But anyways, join that group. There's a lot of good information. Hi Floyd, thanks for joining us. So join that group. You can always ask me random quick questions, or hopefully I'll share what you need. So now I'm going to get Madeline, and I don't know if I said this yet, but I do have a mirror off to the side. So I'm looking, and when you're first starting, especially when you're doing a back carry, having a mirror or a reflection to work in is really helpful. So I'm going to get Madeline now, and I'm going to show you how we Superman. Okay, so I just kind of hold her, and I bring her over my shoulder. Of course. It's okay. Sorry. Alright. So made her mad, which is great for the video. So I'm just reaching, I'm still holding her body with my hands, and I'm just reaching to find the panel, and I'm bringing it up. And I just feel like this is so much faster. So I am grabbing my hair. So I'm just checking in the mirror to make sure before I stand up the panel is in between her legs and holding her back. And there we are. Just let go of my hair again. So I also feel like I can get her higher with this way. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a couple ways to tie off. I can get her happy. One of the ways to do that is, before I go back over my shoulders, you can do a little half knot here, just by tucking one strap in, and then going behind. And what that does is that creates chest belt for you right here already, and then I can just tie down here. Okay, so that's one option. I find that for myself, I do like to have some support here, but I like to switch it up. Even sometimes like I literally wore her yesterday for 2 hours. So if I'm wearing it for a long amount of time, sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to feel something different up here. So you can switch it up, but this is one option. Not one I do a lot, but I thought I'd show it. Okay, let me show you another way. To me, this next way is the fastest. And with our Meh Dai, so you just go back, over their legs, under their legs, and come around. So that would be the fastest way. And sometimes I change the way I tie just based on what I'm wearing. But I like to tie here, and then I don't know if you guys can see how long my straps are. I love the longer straps that are on our Meh Dai because it gives me lots of options, but I have been lately doing like a big bow, and I just thought it was kind of cute. Kind of hides some stuff that's going on, some mom stuff, so that's good. And there's paint on my Meh Dai, which is just great. So anyways, so that's one way, just shoulder straps there, but sometimes people, let me get it a little tighter. Sometimes people feel a little too much pressure on their shoulders, so that's why this next option is great. This is how I wore her for 2 hours yesterday, and I felt really great, but at the end, I will say, I was thinking, oh man, I think I want to switch up how I'm carrying her because I was feeling it a little bit, but I didn't want to make her mad. So I was like, I am not going to move her. So what I'm doing here is I felt like she was kind of falling down a little bit because I didn't secure her. So I'm just making sure that she's nice and secure back there. Okay, I'm going back around. So similar start to the last time I tied off. Going over the legs and then under. Okay. And here, instead of just tying, I'm going to come up under one strap and then come up under the next. Okay. So at this point, I hardly have to hold it, but still want to tie off in a knot. Okay. You can tie it right in the center, or you can even do it a little off to the side. So go ahead and do a couple knot there. So that's pretty good. That's an option too. And so what this does for me is it takes this off. There's no more pressure on my shoulders, which is great. Feels really good. This is my favorite way. Madeline's about to fall asleep already. Another thing that I do, because I feel like this just kind of is a lot for me, is I like to now spread out my straps. And like I said, I have worn this just the way I showed you a moment ago, and I've spread it out, and it just kind of depends. Like this shirt, I would probably do this. Probably. So that just spreads that fabric even more. It's really comfortable. So, let's see. Yep, she is like totally messed up. This is the trick that I've fully developed, is patting her hiney to keep her happy. Let's see. So I guess now we'll do some front carry. If you guys have any questions about wearing the Meh Dai in the back, feel free to ask it now. I can keep her in there for just a little bit while we chat, but just let me know. Trying to think of some of the other little tricks that I started to develop. And hi Kelly, thanks for joining us. And hi Ralph, sorry, just now seeing you. So I guess an important part for back carrying is just to check on your baby often. This is something you're going to do in any carrier, and whether they're on the front or the back, but on the back, you know, you're not visibly seeing them, but I can see Madeline when I go like this, so I can check on her. I can also feel her breathing, and I can hear it too. And also I can peek in the reflection. That's what I'm doing right now, and just see how she's doing. That's how I know she's falling asleep. Oh, thank you. Kelly said the color looks beautiful on me. Thank you. This is my Meh Dai. I'm wearing it all the time right now. So I actually have one other one that I'm doing some experimentation on. Literally, I'm like taking it apart and stuff. But that one is teal. We also have the gray, which I shown. Just talk colors for a moment. We've got this gray one, and we have black, and we have golden color, a green, and I think that's all. And I should have brought all of them in here for you. I might grab some for you, but they're all on our website, and we do have a new one that is myheartcreative.shop. So that's really user friendly for everyone. So before she gets too sleepy, I'm gonna go ahead and move her to the front so I can teach you guys that and show you. And one more thing, as I'm taking her off, I want to show you kind of what I would do if I was laying on my back. Oh, and I forgot to show you. So when I showed you how to bring her up like with a Superman-like style on this one, but also if you have someone with you and you're just, I would definitely suggest having someone with you when you first start trying to back carry you, but that person can also just bring your baby to you, put it on your back, help you with the panel. So having a mom or husband around, that's a great way to get started until you feel super comfortable, because all of this just takes time. It takes time learning and your own comfort level and knowing what your baby likes and doesn't like. So if I was at home alone, I would, or if I was like trying to finish up, like yesterday after the photo shoot, I went out to the car, I untied to this point, and then I went to the back seat, and I just laid myself back lower, and then I started to let these straps go to slowly lay Madeline down. And then while I was still back, like almost on the bed, I was untying this bottom part. So you want to be careful with that you know, there's no, that you're on the bed or on the seat that you're putting your baby down on. But for this style, since I'm not doing any scooting, I'm just gonna have Sam take Madeline off my back. So I'm gonna go hand him to her real quick. Okay, here we are. So untying. One of the things that also, not only do we have colors of the linen here, we also have it all of the bodies of our carriers are made of silk, so they're all going to have the shiny silk material. And silk and linen are really durable and breathable fabrics, so it's a unique style that we created, but also really great for wearing. Okay, so to put the carrier, to wear your baby on the front, you bring the Meh Dai like this, so pop it to your leg and bring that label, just flip that label down and go high on your waist, usually right under the bust, tying behind, sucking in a little bit when you tie. If you feel like your carrier gets looser right here, a little suck in is a great way to make sure it stays tight. And now I'm going to get Madeline. Okay, so you're going to bring your baby to your body. Don't try to fit your baby down in your carrier. The easiest way is just to bring your baby to you and then bring the carrier to the baby. So you're just going to bring the panel between their legs and then roll it up their body. And babies, change and go through different phases. Right now she's at a really weird stage where she likes to have her legs all straight. So I actually even just get her into that seated position right there. At that point, I kind of just guide her there. Then throw your straps over your shoulders. To me, one of the easiest ways to reach those straps, because you will have to reach them behind your back, is to get them up high on your neck. Okay, then you're holding your baby with one hand. You'll take your free hand, you reach under one strap and grab the next. And instead of crossing way up here. And let me show you how that would look. See how high my X would be on my back? That is not going to be comfortable after a long period of time. So instead of doing it like that, you want to reach, grab that strap, pull it down first, and then low and around, okay? And then when I bring the strap around, I just hold it at her bum, and now I switch hands. So instead of holding her with this hand, now I'm holding her with this one. So I'm gonna grab behind myself, bring it down a little bit, and around. Okay. Then I've got both of the straps now at her bum. I'm just going to, you can do different things here. My favorite thing to do is just cross it a little bit, and then you're going to go back underneath their legs. And tie off. Like that. That's how to wear them on the tummy. So you can see I can see Madeline's face. She is asleep, so this is a great time where I wanted this tighter on her, just to make sure it's holding her nicely. I can do that. She's high enough on me, so I'm wearing her higher, so I can just lean down and give her a kiss if I wanted, but I can also just completely feel and hear her breathing. She's upright, which is great for digestion, and when she wakes up, she can still wiggle about in the carrier. Again, if when you first put your baby, so we've been playing with her. Now on this video she got sleepy, but when you first put your baby in the carrier, if they're like, what are we doing, Mom? Or Dad, just kind of pat their hiney and move. It's amazing how sometimes if you're, once your baby gets the hang of it, they get really relaxed and happy, and this is a great way that I can wear my baby and do lots of things, walk around, and I love the quick on and off of a ring sling, but a Meh Dai takes a little bit more time to get it on, but it's still, I feel like, a little easier than, say, a wrap. That was just one big piece of fabric. But what you get in a Meh Dai is that body piece that helps you kind of guide you a little bit, knowing what you're doing there, a little bit easier. But you still get all the full adjustability with a ring sling or a Meh Dai of a wrap, because, as Madeline grows, I can tie it tighter, tie it looser, I can tie this tighter and looser. I've got the adjustment here, the adjustment down here. I can tie it different ways on my body. There's actually a way to do a hip carry. Okay, Kelly said these carriers clearly have sleepy dust, I know. And then we have another, someone else watching us from Abu Dhabi. Hello. And so, yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Thank you, Kelly, and I'm so glad you guys are watching. So, like we said at the beginning, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them my way. Oh yeah, so there's a way to also do a hip carry in the Meh Dai. I've played with it a little bit, but I'm not feeling comfortable in it. I'm thinking it's just because I'm really used to doing hip carry and a ring sling. But as I practice that more, I'm going to show it to you guys. I also think that as Madeline gets bigger, I'll like it more too. But I like to wear her like this if I'm just walking around and we're just hanging out and I'm not doing much, because then I get to spend time with her like this. I can look down and stare at her and hold her, and I just feel like we're just hanging out cuddling, and it's a little easier on me because my arms don't get tired. I wear her like this a lot of times at church. When I first show up, we walk through the building and get my son checked in and my daughter in, and then I get coffee like this, and then my husband goes on into praise and worship because it's loud at my church. We know how to praise Jesus really loud. And so then I go off and I spend a little bit more time with Madeline. I get her all nursed and happy, and then I join Sam. But I usually wear her like this. Now sometimes we will serve, and so like I'll help with serving the coffee and things. And I actually just started back doing that myself, and so I've been putting on my back for that. So I'll do that this weekend. I'll have her on my back while I'm trying to do a little bit more in the front of my body. So it's nice to have that option. Sometimes when we're running late, I go with the ring sling because it's super fast and I can just throw her in faster. And or sometimes I go with the ring sling too because I feel like she's extra fussy and not wanting to like stay put. So I feel like that's a little faster in and out if I, So I think that's about all I was going to show today. Sam, is there anything I missed? Tell me if you guys think of anything real quick before we go, but I will also tell you, so a couple reminders. This is probably one of the last times you're going to see Brandy's paintings in our video. We're going to be hosting another artist and I'll be posting it on our page. I'm really excited about that. She's talented too and you're going to love it. So you'll get to see that artist through our live videos and also our pictures and things like that. And then another announcement is don't forget to join our My Heart Creative Up Close page. I told you we would, we share videos and pictures in there, but you're also welcome to ask questions or to share funny moments or baby wearing things that you just love. And, oh, Lacey wanted to know the weight limit on this, 45 pounds. So 45 pounds weight limit on the Meh Dai and 35 pounds on the ring sling. But the Meh Dai, you can wear them like, every baby is different, as we know. So my son he's only like 30 pounds, 35 pounds. But he's big. Like, well, he's actually small for his size, but I feel like a little too big for this. But he's also almost 4, so everybody is different. But this should last you plenty of time while you're wanting to wear them. A good weight limit there. So, but anyway, so any other questions? Shoot them my way. Happy to answer them. So we talked about My Heart Creative Up Close. So we're wanting to use that group as a way to connect with you more, to engage with you. I've shared a little bit about like some of the things that we do behind the scenes. You'll be the first to know, if we have a special going on or if there's a giveaway or anything like that. Thank you all for supporting our business and being behind us even through while we have a newborn in the house. And because we have our design, our graphic design side and our product design side, so I know sometimes we get a little quiet, but just know that we have lots of work and we have little kids in the house, so especially a little baby. One last really cool update or reminder is our next live video. So this one we dedicated all to baby wearing, and we did live crying baby. But the next live video is gonna be really cool. Sam's gonna get his airtime on screen, and he's gonna be here with Robert Davis, who is actually from our church, and they're going to talk about building leaders and about leadership in your business, leadership in your community, and just how to grow as a leader yourself, but also how to encourage others to grow up into their own leadership roles. And so they're going to be talking, Sam's going to be picking Robert's brain because Robert has lots of good information to share. And then we're going to try to do some other live leaders videos as time goes on, people that are great leaders in our community and that can give you good ideas and information. So I hope you enjoyed this time, and I appreciate you being with me today while we were live. And hopefully I didn't bend over in front of the camera too much. If you like this video, do share it, especially if you know a mom that has one of our Meh Dais or is interested or likes baby wearing. Share the video, tell them what, if you learned something or whatever. We'd appreciate that. So anyways, I'll see you guys in My Heart Creative Up Close, and I'll see you on our Instagram and all the other social media pages. All right, thank you.